Oh, hello there! Hyvää joulua! My name is Saara, and today we are going to be making the famed Joulutortut here in my tragically tiny New York kitchen. The Joulutortut are Finnish Christmas cookies, and they are filled with prunes. They've been a big part of my life. I'm a first-generation American, and I'm sure some of you are as well, and you felt like the weird one. Maybe you had the weird name, maybe your mom had a very strong accent like mine, and you definitely felt weird at the Christmas parties at school when all the other American moms would, have their American food, and your mom would give you something crazy. So at our Christmas parties, all the American moms gave the, the beautiful sugar cookies with sprinkles on them, and I would bring Joulutortut, and the kids would not touch them. Ew! Is that prunes in there? Disgusting! Now, I personally love the Joulutortut, but it was a little humiliating. So one year, my mom got up early, she made them for me to bring to our 5th grade Christmas party, and I just didn't bring them. When she found out, she was furious. She said, "You are ashamed of your Finnish history and culture, and I will never make Joulutortut for your school again." And she did not. But years later, when I was attending university in London, I was not able to get back home for Christmas, so I asked her for the recipe to send it to me, and she did. And she put it on Dulcolax laxative paper, because that's the kind of kick-ass woman she is. And she scratched out laxative and drew an elf, as you can see, but she did keep the for gentle, predictable relief of constipation. Smart woman. So this is the recipe we're using today, and let's get started. Okay.
You gotta wash your hands.
Look at the New York Department of Health over here. Fair enough. Alright, so according to our Dulcolax recipe, first thing we're going to do is the dry ingredients. So we've got 2 cups of flour, which are here. We're going to put them in our bowl. Fantastic. Alright, and of course we've got our, like a little bit of salt. It's like it's a half a teaspoon of salt. Throwing that in there. And then we're going to put, we've got a cup of, and the butter should be a bit softened, not too soft, but a bit softened. We're going to throw that in there. Okay. And there we go. And you know what, I probably should have, ooh, wow. I should have given a little stir before I put the butter in, but whatever. It's not that difficult of a pastry. It's very forgiving, as they say. Okay. And then we're going to put our 8 ounces of cream cheese. There we go. And, okay, it's a little bit messy. Alright, and 1 egg yolk. And 2, what is it? What did I put in here? I put in 2 teaspoons of heavy cream. And it all just gets mushed up. So first you use the spoon, and my grandmother used to like sing a little song, my mummy. I don't know if that actually helps the taste and the flavor of the Joulutortut, but I do it every year because I know she did it. So and then, so once you've sort of got that going, you should use your hands. I'm just a firm believer in that. So once you've sort of got things mixed, use your hands and get kind of peasant-like on it. Which is a good thing. Oh, it looks like I didn't put all of my cream in there, so I'll put some more in there. Alright, so we are mixing, and we're really getting down and dirty, and flour is flying, which is always a good thing. Alright, okay, and so we're going to do this. So, when you finish mixing this, it does need to chill for about 2 or 3 hours. And at which point you can start stewing your prunes. Yes, the prunes that make this most humiliating cookie for a 5th grader. You can start stewing those as soon as we finish this pastry. Okay. Alright, so it's a bit sticky. That's why you have to chill it. And we're going to put it in the fridge and go on to our prunes. Now it is time to boil the prunes. That's right, the humiliation part of these cookies is about to commence. So you take about almost a bag of pitted prunes, and you throw them in your pot, which is what I'm doing here. And about half a cup of sugar, more if you like them a bit more sweet. A bit of water. You may have to add more as the stewing process goes on. And a little bit of lemon. Okay? And then you're going to put that on low heat. And you're going to just let it stew for quite some time, maybe 2 hours or so. And it's going to fill the house with this lovely Finnish Christmassy scent. And you can do fun things while the stewing and the chilling are happening at the same time. And I will show you a few of the things you can do while you're waiting for both things to happen. So the prunes are done, they've been stewed, they've been cooled a little bit, and they are ready to put in our joulutortut. Okay, so you've floured your nice clean surface, and hopefully you have a larger surface than I do to work with. And you're just going to roll out the pastry as you would any other type of cutout cookie. So just go ahead and do that. Clearly not compelling TV here.
It's more compelling when your arm's not blocking the shot, though.
Okay, so you're going to roll your dough out, and you want to do this quickly because it does start getting sticky as soon as it warms up a bit, so you do want to do this quickly. You cut it into squares, and then you make a slit on each side of the square like this. Then you take your prune filling, scary prune filling, but most delicious, and you put that in the center, like that. Then you take alternate sides of the corners here, and you tap them down so that they stay that way, and it forms a Christmas star. And you do want to make sure that it does stay tapped down because a lot of times they'll pop open in the baking process. Alright, so then you just put that on the cookie sheet, and we will continue to make more of them. And you will put that in the oven for about, it's about 15 minutes. Okay, the apartment smells fantastic. It's been about 15 minutes, and they look golden and glorious. So we're going to take them out and put them on the rack here to cool. And I will be enjoying the ugly one as soon as possible. So once the joulutortut have cooled, you can make yourself a big plate of them and a wonderful strong cup of coffee. Pour it in your Moomin mug if you've got one. And then you can go off to your favorite spot in your apartment. So now it is time for you to enjoy your joulutortut. Ihana. And the great thing is, if other people think they're weird or the prunes are strange, that just means there's more from me. Hyvää joulua!